In my last video, I talked about the reports of Henry Cavill's sensational return to the DCEU at San Diego Comic-Con. If you have not seen that video already, I would recommend you to watch that video and then come back here. Today, I want to talk about another huge announcement that might happen at Comic-Con as well. Yes, as you might have already known by now from the title of this video, I am talking about the possibility of a huge Snyderverse announcement at Comic-Con. I am going to prove everything with the help of facts, and I am going to back myself up with proper evidence. So just sit back, relax and enjoy this video. Now before saying anything, I want to talk about this statement made by Jim Lee regarding the future of DC movies. During a panel at San Diego Comic-Con, yesterday, DC publisher and chief creative officer Jim Lee has confirmed that Warner Bros. And DC Films currently have no plans to restore the Snyderverse. You can check out this clip yourself where he makes that statement.
Is there one asking or can? You know what's amazing is that we spent 2 years in lockdown, and here we are back at a convention, celebrating the art form, feeling good. I work on the projects that are in development, right? And so, I think the Snyder Cut was Zack's vision realized, and it was a really satisfying, story told. But there's no plans for additional work on that material. So I was happy to help contribute to the pitch for the other stuff, and it was kind of fun to actually see that stuff get out there, because I did that years ago, and I actually thought it had been erased, but they had kept it in storage. Right?
Now you must be asking yourself, did I read the title correctly? Is this video about the Snyderverse getting restored, or is it about informing the viewers that it is never going to be restored? Well, do not worry. You have read the title correctly, and I am going to tell you why there is a possibility of a huge Snyderverse announcement being made at Comic-Con. I am going to back my point with facts and reports from several credible websites and sources. Well, first of all, let me address the statement made by Jim Lee. Do you honestly think he is going to say that the Snyderverse will be restored in a casual session in some random panel at Comic-Con? Wouldn't it totally ruin one of the surprises that DC and Warner Bros. Discovery might be pulling off at the event? It is almost like Andrew Garfield denying that he is in no way home until the last moment. So I will not take this statement seriously to any degree. However, what I am going to take seriously is this post from Zack Snyder. Now I know this is a comedic post. Zack is just having a little fun here. But if you know him well, you may be very well aware that the man doesn't post anything without any payoff. So in this post, Zack writes, as I quote, "Can't wait to bring my dark vision to these iconic characters over a 5-movie arc shot entirely in black and white anamorphic IMAX. See you in Hall H for the announcement." Now this is just a comedic post to people. And it could be just a comedic joke post, I am not denying. But if you guys have been following my channel for the last 3 to 4 months, you might be well aware that Zack has been teasing us with cryptic posts on his Vero account for almost a year now. I have broken down all these posts in my older videos. I am not going to go through each of these posts and break them down again. However, if you notice, these posts are not just from Zack Snyder himself but other officials and actors associated with the Snyderverse as well. So this post from Zack is just another cryptic post teasing us of the Snyderverse for me. I cannot take this as a joke for the reasons I mentioned. So I am definitely not giving up on my hopes on the restoration of the Snyderverse. I am not giving up until Zack tells us himself that the Snyderverse is dead. I am not giving up, especially when Henry Cavill is almost confirmed to make an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con in less than 2 days. A lot of people, including some of the officials and some very reliable sources, said that he would never return as Superman. But as it stands right now, he is almost confirmed to make a huge Superman announcement in less than 2 days. Ben Affleck said on live TV that he would never return as Batman. But he returned for the reshoots for the Snyder Cut as well as the Flash movie set to release next year. Hell, A lot of people even said that the Snyder Cut does not exist. Back in May 2020, the boss of HBO Max himself confirmed that the Snyder Cut does not exist. So, what I am trying is, with all due respect to the legendary Jim Lee, whatever he said in that panel could mean nothing at all. There is no way he would have told us that, hey, you know what? Justice League 2 is getting release in August 2024. People need to be smarter and stop taking every single statement so seriously. As I already mentioned, even before the release of the Snyder Cut, when most of the insiders, officials and websites were claiming that the Snyder Cut doesn't actually exist. It was just Zack teasing us with cryptic posts on his Vero account. So that's it. I have made my point clear. I am not giving up till Zack tells us himself and stops teasing us with cryptic posts on his Vero account, just like he did before the release of the Snyder Cut. I will wait till Comic-Con gets over, till DC fandom gets over, and after I have seen what happens at the end of the Flash movie. I am not going to believe in any of these reboot rumors for now. Michael Keaton could be playing Batman in an entirely different universe whatsoever. We do not know anything for sure. With the new management of Discovery and David Zaslav in place, I am more hopeful of the restoration of the Snyderverse than ever before. Yes, I agree there could be some changes made to the original vision. Some of the actors might have to get recasted. It could be a whole new Snyderverse altogether to include some of the newer DCEU members like Shazam, Peacemaker and Black Adam. Now, what makes this more interesting is, Zack is clearly teasing us of his presence at Hall H of Comic-Con. Hall H happens to be the same place where the panel for Black Adam is going to take place. And if you have seen my last video, you already know that Henry Cavill is reportedly going to make an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con to discuss future Superman-related plans. This report comes from Deadline, which is regarded as one of the most credible sources. If Deadline reports something, it has a very, very high possibility of actually being true. Now, if you combine all these three things, the Black Adam panel at Hall H, Zack Snyder being at Hall H and Henry Cavill's surprise appearance, we are presented with some very huge possibilities. There is a possibility that Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder both show up at the Black Adam panel and tease us of Cavill's cameo in the movie. What would be really epic is if Henry Cavill makes an appearance in Black Adam wearing his black costume from Zack Snyder's Justice League. That would mean that Black Adam is a part of the Snyderverse. And this would honestly be the best gift for me as well as for every DC and Snyderverse fan out there. The Black Adam trailer, which dropped a month ago, featured a number of goons driving technologically advanced flying scooters, which fans have speculated could be the first look at the film's version of Intergang. Now, if you do not know, Intergang first debuted in Superman's Pal Jimmy Olsen edition 133. It is basically a gang formed by a criminal named Bruno Mannheim. Intergang was quickly outfitted with weaponry from the New Gods, as Darkseid hoped to use them as soldiers in his fight to find the anti-life equation. So, as you see, Black Adam already has a Darkseid connection, and it could be connected to the Snyderverse if that is what Warner Bros. Discovery wants to do. So then, I will leave it here for you to decide. What do you think of this whole thing? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.